We're in.
Yeah, we're live.
Yeah, man. Once again.
Nice. Assalamu alaikum, everyone. Welcome to our podcast. Do you want to tell them, Saf, what it is, what's it called, and what it's about?
Yeah. Yeah, firstly, hi everyone. This is, it's a little bit awkward for us because we're not used to doing anything like this. I hate having my picture taken, so a video for me is long.
Yeah.
But anyway, it is what it is. So, yeah,
We just thought
we're
it's
in it.
important to do an intro video just to kind of let you guys know who we are basically and what
Yeah.
this podcast is about. We didn't want to just put out random episodes and be like, here's our podcast.
Yeah. We wanted to give everyone, obviously, before they invest an hour of their time listening to it or watching it or whatever, we wanted to give everyone a bit of a better idea as to what this actually is.
Yeah.
Before you potentially, in your own opinion, waste an hour of your time.
Hopefully it's not a waste of your time.
Hopefully,
but,
inshallah,
yeah.
inshallah, it'll be fine. But yeah, how about you let them know who we are, what we
Yeah.
do.
I mean, so our podcast is called The Native Outcasts. And the reason why we chose that name is because we're native to this country, we're British, Bangladeshi. But where we grew up as well, in a predominantly white area, we've been seen as outcasts or felt like outcasts.
Yeah,
So I thought the name's quite fitting.
yeah, 100%.
And yeah, for anyone kind of coming across this, I'm Solly.
I'm Saf.
And we've pretty much born and bred kind of Brighton area, and we thought we create this podcast really just to give some insight into what it's like being kind of growing up in Britain, but also being
Yeah.
brown, Muslim, Bangladeshis.
Yeah,
We've got
South
a lot of
Asian.
experiences that
Yeah.
we could talk about, and hopefully some of you guys could benefit from.
definitely. I think it's important to note that we're not like really knowledgeable in terms of, in any sense of the imagination, not religiously, not, culturally, not generally, but we've got a pretty good idea of all of those things.
Yeah,
We're not like outstanding,
We're not like scholars
above and beyond.
Yeah, like we're
In
just
terms of, we're just normal dudes.
we're just normal guys.
Yeah.
Alhamdulillah, we like to think we follow the deen
Try
as
our
best that we
innit?
can.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
We keep each other in check as well, which is quite important.
100%. Yeah,
So-
yeah, definitely.
We feel like we've got a good balance of everything. So hopefully we could share some of that knowledge that we have and some of our experiences, and it might benefit you guys in some way, whoever
Yeah,
comes
100%.
across this.
100%.
But yeah,
Yeah, definitely. And so we've actually recorded like 5 episodes already in it. Is it 5? Yeah, it's 5.
yeah, five episodes.
And in that we've discussed like things like marriage, we've discussed things like social media and the effects of it. We've discussed things like
Racism.
racism.
We've talked about our careers, and we're, alhamdulillah, we both are quite
Yeah,
established in our careers.
Yeah.
We finished our degrees. We're in our mid-20s, so hopefully some of the stuff that we talk about could benefit you guys in terms of some sort of guidance.
Definitely. And because we're just incredibly normal people, there's nothing, that is particularly outstanding about either of us.
Yeah.
I feel like that's what makes us the most relatable because generally people fall within that sector.
Yeah.
And some people are more religious, some people are less religious, some people are more knowledgeable, some people are less knowledgeable. I feel like we're very much in the middle where a lot of you guys who might be listening might be in that same position, in that same spot. So I feel like that's what makes us relatable. We've gone through
Yeah,
lots of
and
different
like-
experiences. and
Yeah,
things like
we're
that.
not, so like we're just everyday guys. Like we're not, we haven't got a big following. Like we're not actually that. We're quite low key.
Very low key.
We're not that
Very.
big on social media too much. We like to remain quite low key. But we thought doing something like this might benefit, like I said, people who potentially might listen to this, because we are genuinely just like everyday guys talking about
Normal dudes, man.
everyday things that a lot of you guys will be going through or have
100%.
been through
Have
or
been
will go through in the future. So
Yeah, absolutely, for sure. So, disclaimer.
what's the
That's meant to be
disclaimer?
that's meant to be an exclamation mark.
Okay.
Disclaimer.
Cool. Thanks for the explanation.
Is we're going to be talking about things that are seen as like taboo. The things that, particularly within the Asian culture, your parents won't talk to you about. Your elder siblings, depending on how much older they are, might not necessarily talk to you about. But they're things that are important. They're things that are like fitness in like today's world and stuff like that,
Yeah.
without going into like too much detail in it. But we're going to be talking about certain things that are awkward conversations to have with people. So that's not to say you can't listen to this with your friends or family nearby out loud. You can, and that's not because we're going to be shouting, screaming, swearing,
Nah.
effing, and all of that.
We're
No,
gonna,
we're
if
not.
anything, we're gonna try not to swear. To be
Hundred
honest,
percent.
yeah,
And I think in our 5 episodes, only one word has slipped out, which was the F word
oh,
at one
yeah.
stage.
Was that me?
That was you.
Oh,
Yeah, I
yeah.
didn't want to say it, but you
Sorry.
owned up to it,
Yeah.
so it's fine. Yeah,
I own up to my mistakes.
it's all your
My
fault.
bad.
So anyway, yeah, it might be an uncomfortable conversation or an uncomfortable conversation to be listening to in the vicinity of parents,
Yeah.
perhaps.
But
right?
it's
But at the same time, I feel like parents that could actually do with hearing it.
yeah, it's like stuff you should be talking
Do you get
about.
it?
It's
Yeah,
stuff that should be
100%, man.
normalized. Like,
Yeah,
for
definitely.
example, one topic that we haven't touched upon yet that I would like to touch upon, and we will at some point in the future,
Yeah.
is like mental health.
Yeah,
And it's not talked about enough in our culture, in our community,
Definitely.
especially amongst like the elders and our parents.
and there's one that I think is people don't really talk about that much, but is a massive fitna at the moment in this day and age is zina.
Yeah,
get it?
especially
So
if you're like
that's
a
gonna be-
young adult teenager,
yeah,
you're surrounded by it constantly, especially in kind of Britain and in the West, typically.
that's going to be a really uncomfortable conversation. To
Bro, this is why like we have these conversations.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
we
100%.
have these conversations anyways amongst ourselves,
yeah, definitely, man.
and this is why we thought we'd record it. Obviously, video record it and audio as well.
Yeah. And we don't
Yeah.
have we haven't got any major goal or objective we're trying to reach with doing this. This is
Yeah,
literally
like-
just so if it helps one person, if one person can listen to it and go, oh yeah, I can relate to that, or oh, I'm going through this problem and it worked for Saf or it works for Sully, let me try it. And if it works, then alhamdulillah, that's a good thing, isn't it?
Yeah,
get
definitely,
it?
man,
So-
definitely, yeah.
Yeah, or we're not doing anything extra than what we do already. Like Sully said, we have these conversations anyway. The only difference is now that it's being recorded.
Yeah,
That's it.
and we're gonna put it online, but
Yeah.
we'll see what happens, isn't it? Inshallah, like
And a lot of the time, you're
You
not
benefit
gonna people. Some people who listening will agree. Some people will disagree, and that's completely fine. We're not here to be particularly liked or agreed with.
nah, this is
you
this
get
is mainly first and foremost. This is for ourselves, and anyone else that comes across this and benefits from it is an added bonus.
Good.
And even if it's just one person
Yeah.
that benefits from it, that's that's all I need, to be honest. That,
Yeah, it's
I feel
calm.
like I've done.
That's a
decent
good,
job.
yeah, exactly, yeah, exactly that. And we're also going to have guests and stuff as well. So we've got our boy sitting behind the camera at the moment. We won't say his name in case he doesn't want us to. But inshallah, we'll have our friends and
Yeah.
things like that
Friends
on it
like,
as well.
colleagues, whatnot. Like,
Yeah,
do you know what I
definitely.
mean? I feel like
People-
between us, we know a good number of people with different backgrounds,
Yeah,
personalities, experiences. So
Definitely.
hopefully we'll bring them on, inshallah. and
Look
then-
what he's doing behind the camera. So basically, look, we've been banging on for nearly almost 9 minutes. So let's, I think, wrap it up now.
Oh yeah, and
Um,
I feel like we've maybe sounded a bit too serious on this intro. I want to note as well that we don't take ourselves too seriously. Like, we talk about like trending topics, something we've seen on Twitter, and
And it's not
Topical
necessarily
stuff.
always a religious topic. It could be religious, it could be cultural, it could be an event that has taken place
or something
in the
we've seen on
previous week.
Netflix or something.
It could be something
Yeah.
like really trivial. Not every single day is going to be really serious or about religion or about this or about that. That's not the case at all. And it's not to say you have to be of a particular religion or a particular skin color or a particular background to be able to listen to us. Absolutely not.
But
Anyone can.
it is like
And all ages. It's just
Anyone
that certain
can,
ages
yeah.
might find it
yeah,
like
anyone can listen to it, but I suppose in what we had in mind is like,
over 16. Some topics that we will talk about might not be suitable for people of a younger age.
yeah, and we've mentioned this on our previous episodes.
Disclaimer.
It's an exclamation
Mate,
mark. And we've what I'm about to mention now is we've talked about some previous episodes, but I suppose we don't like to use the word like BAME, but that's what we had in mind when we started this, to kind of tailor towards that
That's what
community.
kicked off the whole idea.
because that's the community that we're from.
Yeah.
Right? We're British Muslims, Asians, So we'll be talking from that perspective,
Definitely.
but anyone can listen to it.
100%, man.
And
100%.
I just realised we're wearing all black as well, by the way,
Why are you copying me?
because I look up to you.
Did
You're an inspiration.
Oh, thanks, man. Thanks, man.
You're welcome. You're
Thanks,
welcome.
man. Oh, gassing me up. Gassing me up. What do you want?
Let's just leave it at that. Yeah?
Yeah, let's leave it at that. All right, everyone. Well, thank you for watching anyway, and we hope that you'll tune into the episodes and that.
Yeah.
And likewise, we're not that big on social media yet. I was going to say, if anyone's got topics or whatever they want us to talk about, then get in touch. We do have an email address, but I don't actually know what it is, so I'm not.
Like when we do put this out on YouTube and whatnot,
We'll put it in the description.
Yeah, like we'll put a description and stuff, and we'll make it look nice and have a logo and stuff like that. So
yeah, man.
inshallah,
Sure.
yeah, keep your eyes peeled. Thanks for tuning in if this is the first time, and inshallah, you guys benefit from it.
Sounds good. Thanks, everyone.
All right, take care.
Catch
guys.
you soon.
Bye.
Peace out.